My bad. I'm sure you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay, well, let me start that again. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Massive day in the crypto market and the TradFi market today, as we have the federal funds rate and the FOMC statement. Yeah, massive volatility ahead, big things coming, and I think we could get a direction, of course. We have been direction neutral, of course, with Bitcoin. We're going to cover that now. But yeah, I would expect the volatility to pick up 8:30 to 9 p.m. in that region over there, my time, of course. I think that's when the volatility will come, when Fed Chair Jerome Powell starts to speak. I think that is when volatility will come into the market. If we have a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we put that back there. So the plan is playing out perfectly for Bitcoin. I expected, since we lost the 200-day EMA on this day here, and we came down to the 50% level over here, I said that we would be most likely ranging in this region over here between the 200-day EMA and the 50% level until we got the federal funds rate. So I think today could be the day where we do see either the breakout or the breakdown. I'm not sure where it's going to go. I don't really have a bias at the moment. So I'm just going to wait for the chart to tell me where it's going. But there are a lot of setups that are probable, and I think a really good setup at the moment is going to be a Bitcoin short. I think that we could come into the zone over here, into this liquidity. There's quite a lot of liquidity over here, even into the 50-day EMA, and then get a potential move lower, a leg lower. Very likely, in my opinion, this can happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be waiting for price action to come up above the 200-day EMA over here, and I'm going to see how it reacts. If we come up here and then start to form, some support here, then break out, then I think this is going to be our, long signal. Of course, it's on the daily time frame and may take a while to come out. So I think this is like scenario one, in my opinion, something like that. Scenario two is we're going to reject today, and then we are just going to come straight through there. So those are the options, in my opinion. So we're going to have to wait and see how Bitcoin reacts when it comes into this 86, 87K, which I think is very likely and probable. I think it will most likely happen. ETH is doing well today. It's almost just under $2,000. I'm still in that ETH long. We're going to cover that now. So ETH pumping up. If I was go to the short-term time frame for Ethereum, over here we are getting that pump. Over there, we are above the 54-hour EMA, and I do see this move coming. This is what I've been waiting for a while. I'm obviously in that ETH long over here from 1,846. We did take this live, I think not last Friday, the previous one, and we have just been waiting patiently for this trade to start moving. Our first take profit is at that 2,150 zone over there, and if I just go to the 4-hour time frame, that is the zone over here. So this region over here, I do think we will come up and grab this liquidity. I think there's a lot of people shorting the market at the moment, and I think that the high leverage shorts will start to be stopped out. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a move up there. Is this the low? It could be the low, guys. I don't know. This could be the low. But if Bitcoin does reject, and we do get that rejection, like I spoke about earlier, when we come up and then roll over, then I think, obviously altcoins will also come down a little bit lower. But for now, I'm just waiting for the news to play out. Obviously, looking good in that ETH trade, up about 100% or something. Where are we? There we go. 125%. And yeah, we're not taking profits now, guys. We're not taking profits yet. But let's wait and see how the FOMC happens. I think, we could come up. I think we are going to get a push up today. And yeah, is it the short, or is it, the start of the next move? If you are a conservative trader, you are going to be waiting for a break of this downsloping resistance trend line over here. So that's what I'd be waiting for. I've been waiting for this breakout for a very long time now. I remember when price was trading around here, I was waiting for the breakouts. This was another rejection. So I haven't really been over invested into this market during this period. I was waiting for Bitcoin to get above the resistance over there before getting uber long on altcoins, and it has paid off because altcoins have come down significantly, and I do think altcoins are cheap at the moment, and I think this is a potential bottoming period. A lot of people are calling for lower prices, and what makes sense on the charts is if Bitcoin does come down to that 74K region, this top over here, get the perfect bounce. But I think this could be front run. This could be front run, and I do like Bitcoin creating a big support above the 50% level. We could come down to the 618, which of course is a confluence, and that's coming in at 72,280. Get a bounce off there, but ultimately I don't really want to see price closing candles below 79K. I think it'll start to look ugly on the chart. It'll put it in the weak half of the range, and yeah, we'll have to see. So only time will tell at the moment. But yeah, basically we haven't really been paying the most amount of attention to the charts. We've been waiting for this Bitcoin breakout, and we are still waiting for the Bitcoin breakout. So sitting on our hands for now. I see ETH just broke 2000. This can happen very fast, guys. So if you are in this trade with me, I would put a take profit, most likely the whole position in this 2150, because if we do come up there, we could come down and test this as support. That makes a lot of sense from a technical analysis point of view. But if we do break through and get rejected off the 4-hour 200 EMA, then I think we can come down and test this as support. So taking profits in this zone will be fine, because we can take profits and then just enter the market in again for a lower leverage long, of course, guys, a lower leverage long. And yeah, ETH is waiting to break out. Let me get rid of that. ETH is waiting to break this trend line, and I think we could get an explosive move. A lot of people are bearish as well. Let's not forget that a lot of people are bearish. So that's the daily time frame, ultimately just waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. I think, sitting on your hands and waiting for the FOMC and the statement to happen today is a good idea. But if we just run through the rest of the markets, Bitcoin dominance, it's on the verge of breaking down. Not many people are talking about Bitcoin dominance, but this over here, big support. I do want to see Bitcoin dominance underneath the 50-day EMA, and I think altcoins will start to run over there. This fair value gap hasn't been fully filled, and this resistance over here looks like we are, starting to deviate above and roll over. But let's wait and see. I think by the end of this week, we will have confirmation, is Bitcoin dominance going down or up. Obviously, the bearish divergence over there. So let's wait and see. Only time will tell. USDT dominance, of course, is at this resistance, which we've been talking about as well. So, what makes sense at the moment is Bitcoin dominance at resistance and potentially breaking down. You've got USDT dominance at resistance and most likely to continue this triangle formation here and break to the downside. So what the chart's telling me is that this is actually lining up to be a perfect storm for a altcoin move. Altcoin moves, some big explosive altcoin gains. Some of them are moving up and down today. It's been very choppy, of course, and I do see ETH having a little spot in the light here. I do see ETH. That's why we are in that long, of course. But let's wait and see for that. Total crypto market is still underneath 2.7 trillion and is testing that as resistance. So ultimately, what I would like to see is for the total crypto market to get above there, start to trade, get above the 50-day EMA. That's a big ask. I would like to see the total crypto market above $3 trillion sooner than later. And to measure the move from now, it would be a 10% move. So crypto moves 10% up and it is stronger. I would like to avoid the 50 and the 200-day EMAs crossing over here. I would like to avoid that. You can see that looks like they're about to cross, here it crossed up. If it crosses down, there's a lot of resistance overhead, but I think if we can get above that $3 trillion region, break above this over here, I think, we are going to go up very fast, guys. We are going to go up very fast. And total 3, similar. This is our DCA box. So we've been DCAing in this box, of course, and we would like to see price get above this box, looking very similar to total 3. I mean, total crypto market at the moment. I would like to see this above $812 billion sooner or later. And again, just waiting patiently for this breakout, guys. Once we break this downsloping resistance, test it as support, and then upwards and onwards. Could we face some resistance over here? Of course, get above, come down, chop. But for now, it's not looking too bad, guys. It is not looking too bad. And if you go look into the other altcoins, Ondo forming a strong base. Personally, would be DCAing into something like Ondo. And if we go into our blue chip tokens, Sui not looking bad. Decent move today, 3%, obviously nothing. But a lot of these tokens are approaching breakout zones, guys. So it's time to pay attention. I think this week or next week will tell us, are we going to break down, continue going down, or are we going to break out? Because it is at the action zone at the moment, and we are waiting for a confirmation. There has been no confirmation yet, guys. So DCAing here is worth it. It's worth DCAing here. If we lose the level, it's fine. Then we just keep DCing over here, and then eventually, when we do break out, everything will, look great again. Aave looking good. See, there's a mention of Aave in the comments. Yeah, this is definitely one that we've been accumulating, of course. Looking like, let's call it like that. I like that trend line over there. A lot of coins looking like this, guys. A lot of coins looking like this and approaching this downsloping resistance over here. So times are looking good, guys. It's definitely time to pay attention. I wouldn't be sleeping at the moment. This trade is still valid, of course. It hasn't been stopped out yet. We do want to see this low be defended. So that is the trading idea. I do see ENA making a move back to this fair value gap, guys, back up to that $5. I'm not sure where it's going to go from there, but $5 looks good for a fair value gap refill, in my opinion. And I also want to have a look at the rest of these tokens, of course. So Uniswap kind of holding it up. Nice bounce off this upsloping support trend line. And what I like about Uniswap is it is in a obviously very choppy, but it is in a bullish market structure. So you do have, we are. Sorry, I thought I grabbed the pen there. We did have a move up, and then obviously a higher low, and then a higher high, and then a higher low. Obviously extremely choppy, guys. It's very volatile, as it always is. But that is what you want to see. And Phantom looks very similar, of course. My Phantom got removed. So I'm going to pull up a new Phantom. Let's take it off Kraken. Kraken's been here for a while. So, looking very similar as well. We are in this, upsloping channel, and you can see we are just making higher lows and higher highs. So what we are expecting is for something like Phantom to come up, of course, into this zone over here for the next move. And those moves happen quick, guys. So you can go from low to high. Last time it happened, it was 130 days. This was 150 days. So, we can wait for a low. It looks like it can be forming any moment now. Maybe worst case end of April, and that puts us out 130 odd days. Starts looking at quarter four. So I think we can see a move into the end of year now. Obviously, a macro move. That is a macro move. But are there any other coins that you guys are looking at? Let me know if there are any other coins you guys have been looking at, especially on the daily time frame, guys. I'm more of a swing trader, so we are looking at the daily time frames. And it is looking like these are definitely dollar cost averageable, guys. But, as you guys know, I've been keeping my eyes mainly on the blue chips being Bitcoin, Solana, ETH, XRP is doing well. Ondo, I've been buying aggressively into Ondo, and, your renders, your Suis and ENS, Link, Tau, all of these over here. These are the ones that I've been buying. These are the kind of green flags. I've obviously not been paying too much attention, just been waiting for Bitcoin to break out, which, I think this, waiting for Bitcoin to break out is, very important, because it can go sideways for a while. I mean, ultimately, if you had to draw this trend line over here, the true breakout was only in October, and this was the move that you wanted to catch. So, of course, buying over here is better. But if you want to spend less time in the market and less risk to the downside, you want to be in when the breakouts occur. And this is the breakout. So what I would like to see for Bitcoin is a push up here. We come into this zone over here. This is huge resistance, guys. Huge resistance. This, price will most likely struggle to get through this 92 to 90K region. So what we want to see is a push up into this, breakout of this trend over here, comes down, form a higher low. This can always go very deep. It can come all the way back to 80K. You never know. And then onwards and upwards, get above that 100K region, flip this into support, and then, we can start looking bullish for our higher targets. Where is it going to end up? But definitely sitting on your hands and being patient. A lot of people have been patient. The patient trader wins at the end of the day. So yeah, we are waiting patiently for the breakout. ETH above 2,000. That's what we love to see, guys. We love to see, obviously long-term holder here on ETH. Obviously very frustrating, of course. Buying ages ago and just round tripping Ethereum, but I'm sure we're all in the same boat. And at the end of the day, if you give anything time, we will get that move to the upside, that massive move to the upside. So this is looking quite good. You can see it is supported by volume over here. It's on the 4-hour time frame. So we'd want to see this continue onwards and upwards. And yeah, this is the zone to TP 2150 if you are in that trade with me on Ethereum. Over here, if you are in this trade, then 2150 is the TP. Okay, we can have a look at WIF quickly. Meme coins, my bags they've been packed for a while and they continue to be packed. And I think, if we do get a move up to that $2.68, then I will be getting rid of most of my WIF bag. We accumulated quite a bit in the zone over here between like $2 and $1. And this trade idea is still very much valid. But yeah, meme coins, at the moment, we could get a little meme season or this or that, but I would be focusing mainly on the good tech, guys. The Ondos, the Tons, the Caspers, the Renders, the Suis, the whole green list here, because we know that if we give these tokens time, they should do well. Meme coins obviously having no utility. It is hard to think that because, if you have to hold it for 10 years, which one are you holding? We all know meme coins go to zero over time, but they obviously are fun. But good tech, remember, good tech outperforms the majority of the market, guys. Okay. Yeah, so if you just go onto the 4-hour time frame, we can even have a look at the liquidation levels. So you can see ETH, we are getting a bit of pump. A lot of people are long on ETH now. People are short on Solana and Bitcoin. If we look on the higher term time frames, you can see we got liquidity at 75K. So we could see that sweep down to 75K. Obviously, a lot of liquidity towards 100K. So, do we see that sweep of 75K before going up to 100K? We could very much do that. And this is the zone that I'm looking to get a short on, guys. So this zone over here, we'll have to see how it reacts when it comes into there. But if Bitcoin gets a move up to this 86K region, we could be looking for shorts all the way down to that 74K, 75K region. That is what that's what the liquidity is telling me. So it'll move up into the zone over here before coming down. So what this is telling me is that we could hit 86K. We're going to go get some short scalps there, then take profits and flip very much long at 75K to 68K, the zone over here, build a huge long position. And then we are most likely going to come up into that 100K region. And we'll see, is it a lower high, or are we just going to blast through and continue the bullish market structure? So those are the liquidity levels. So if I had to just draw that out on the chart for you with the liquidity levels, this is the kind of play that I'm looking at, guys. So we could see a push up to that 86, 87K. Boom, we go short, come down. This is where we go uber long. So we're going to take profit under this wick over here. Then we start building our long positions, and then target up to that 100K region. And then we're going to see what happens from there, guys. We're going to see what happens from there. So that is the play. This is the liquidity trade, in my opinion. That is, those are where the magnets lie. But the other scenario is, we blast through, we hold the 200-day EMA, we break out, and then onwards and upwards, and we don't come back and sweep this liquidity, guys. You can see the bullish momentum is building. Of course, we are coming up, and we are waiting for a breakout of this downsloping resistance over here. So this is the RSI that we are waiting for a breakout, and this does often front run price to the upside and to the downside. So, if you had to flip that upside down, you've got your RSI over here. And, there were warning signs around this region over here that, this was potentially a top over here. So you can see we broke down over here. This was our warning sign that we could see lower prices, of course, divergences all over the show. But our warning sign to flip long is going to be a breakout of this daily RSI level over there. So, this could happen before the breakout, and that's often what happens, of course, guys. So we are going to wait for this. We're keeping a close eye on the zone over here. So if you guys just joined in, we are waiting for a push up to 86, maybe a move down. If we hold the level or get a breakout, then we will see. But we're also heavily watching this RSI breakout over here. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. But for now, you know, we are sitting on our hands. We are waiting for the federal funds rate to come out. That's obviously in about 6 hours. 6 hours. Most of the volatility will be in the FOMC press conference. And yeah, that's basically the game plan for now. I've been waiting for the federal funds rates for a while now. You know, I've been waiting for this breakout for a while now. And yeah, guys, it's all about being patient, not going all in, and just taking high probability trades, guys, high probability trades. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this. I think if we see a push up to that 2150 after the FOMC and then come down, either is possible. I'm also in a ton long and an Ondo long. Ondo's down a bit, but I'm still trying to enter into that position. Holding this, guys, I wouldn't, yeah, I think, you know, give this time and it will most likely play out. And again, there we go. So ton coin's looking good. I'm actually going to pull it up over here because it looks like ton coin is actually breaking out. So this was the trade idea given. We just didn't get stopped out of that. That was obviously a key level, which was hold if we look to the left. And it looks like ton coin is actually breaking out, guys. So bang, trend line. Okay, maybe just not yet. Just not yet. Let's just make it extremely clear. Okay, so well, you know, there's a bit of a case here. You know, we're still at resistance technically. We are at the 50-day EMA. So this is looking like a potential breakout, guys. I wouldn't rush into this now because there's obviously a big fair value gap over here. Big daily candle. I mean, I outlined this in this orange box over here. Bang. So we could come down into this level over here. I would expect a higher low to form on this level. You know, we can come down here. Bang. Higher low. Breakout. And then we see what happens, guys. And then we see what happens. So I am in this trade. This is a longer term swing trade. First take profit is going to be at $4.60, followed by $6. You know, I mean, if this comes up, pops through now, bang, hits there. I'm just waiting for this down sloping trend line. This was just a time kind of prediction. You know, if we see that in April, that would be quite bullish. And then obviously the final TP would be the range highs at $8.17. So that is a potential trade idea, ton coin. I'm liking it. I'm obviously in from a bit lower. If we do break out, I do see, you know, this zone being filled very quickly. Come up here, take a lot of liquidity out there. Remember, that is a fair value gap. Yeah, looks like the market is moving, guys. Looks like the market is moving. But the market moving in a direction before a big news event can often be a fake move. So definitely don't be caught with your pants down, guys. Don't be caught with your pants down because, you know, this could easily just roll over. But yeah, guys, I will obviously be updating you guys on the Telegram groups with the plan, the action plan. And yeah, that is basically the plan, guys. I would stick to the plan. The plan is good. 86K potential short. Yeah, 86K potential short, you know, and we are going to be accumulating here. But let's wait and see, guys. Let's wait and see. We could take some scalps. But guys, thanks so much for joining the stream, and we will see you guys on the next one. Cheers for now.